play in Allegiant Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
James White's first carry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
A 3-yard.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Harris. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Newton on first down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Patriots ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, New England.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll try and run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Nick Folk for the point after. It to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Raiders 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down at the 28.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Harris, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with Harris, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Damian Harris.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Newton, and his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Nick.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 30 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Raiders 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Carr. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at 1 final play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final.